Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch something here called Trucker's Woman. Let's check it out. Our movie starts with a truck driver heading down the road, and something's wrong with his truck. So he died. This is his son, Mike.
Mike Kelly, we extend our heartfelt sympathies. We wish him well as he chooses to continue now in the same business venture as was his father's.
I think that was very gallant.
Mike believes his father's accident was no accident.
Now you're making fun of me.
No. But I am curious about something.
What's that?
You just don't strike me like a typical truck driver. Is trucking a sideline or a hobby with you?
One of the guys in this little deli or whatever tripped an old man, so Mike comes to his defense. Later on, he heads over to the place of that woman he met.
Okay, hold your horses.
Her name's Karen.
Who is it? Kelly? What the hell are you doing here?
Well, didn't you say you wanted to get better acquainted?
Yeah.
She welcomes him in. Although we don't see what they do next, it's certainly implied.
Andrew's gotten to the top of the list on the trip board.
He's gonna be a trucker just like his dad.
Ben tells me they just got in last night. Now they're being loaded up to go out again. How long do you think we're going to put up with this crap?
Look, Kelly, you're starting to sound like your old man. Now, if you don't like the way we do business around here, why don't you do your hauling somewhere else?
I feel
The actor on the right is Doodles Weaver.
I think you should go down there every time you get back into town.
I just can't help it. I gotta find out what caused that accident. I know that if I just keep on nosing around, I'll find out.
Wrong at all.
His employer may be involved in stolen goods.
Say, what about that plan that my dad had that had a whole new terminal set up?
I believe there's a lot of illegal freight being trucked to and from that terminal, and Jim had got onto it. That's why he wanted to get out and take the independents with him.
He's basically going to try to get everybody together and leave that company and form their own.
Now, I think we ought to go along with what Jim said and set up our own terminal. Now, that way, we're all going to get a fair deal.
The bigwigs aren't going to like that, though.
I mean to ask you, where were you the night my old man got killed?
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
It means I never have thought my old man's death was an accident.
You know, Kelly, if I were you, I don't believe I'd be saying things I couldn't prove.
Mike gets arrested.
Lieutenant, this looks like the one.
Well, Mr. Kelly, I'm afraid I'm going to have to put you under arrest and take you down to headquarters.
Headquarters? What for?
Mr. Kelly, you're carrying stolen goods. Like it is.
His cop friend believes he's been set up.
But you could be in a lot of trouble. Now, both you and I know that somebody set you up. But it don't matter a damn what you and I think. It's what the court thinks.
Hell, don't you have any pull around here, Lieutenant? Can't you fix it?
It's not that simple.
When he gets out, he decides to go kick some ass.
Who the hell do you think you are? Get that damn rig off my lawn before I call the cops.
Why, you old
If it weren't for your age, I'd belt you up. I'm warning you, Jake. Next time you try to set me up, you won't get off so easy.
So really, the bad guys attack truck drivers and basically steal the stuff out of the back of their truck. Later on, Mike gets an anonymous note to go pick up a hitchhiker on the road. The hitchhiker is the cop. Perhaps with some
I
news.
got your note, Lieutenant.
That's obvious. What the hell took you so long? You shacked up somewhere?
Oh, 10.
figure out.
Did this
what
mechanic have
caused the
something to
accident.
do with Mike's dad's truck?
I know nothing. What are you trying to say?
Well, Mike's been going down to the wreck almost every day, and it just dawned on me that you're the only one that ever worked on Jim's truck.
Throwing her in the pool.
Well, I might, but I really don't know you, do I, lady?
Oh, come on, Mike, don't be sore. Look, I don't know what's wrong between you and Jake, but believe me, I've had nothing to do with it, honest. It's not my fault.
Karen. Couldn't have this kind of movie without some chase music, Dukes of Hazzard style. Karen spends the night, and when they wake up the next morning, there are some thugs waiting for him.
No money.
Please? Please!
Hard to believe he could have dispatched them that easy. But he does. And we got ourselves another chase.
Morning, Mr. Fontaine.
I want to know what you're doing about that hot-headed Mike Kelly.
Well, I haven't had a chance to do anything about him yet, Mr. Fontaine.
Well, you better take care of him immediately.
Why? Is something wrong? Is he bothering you again?
He's not only interfering in my business, now he's in my private life, and I want him stopped.
So Frankie decides to take care of Mike permanently. And suddenly, on his next run, the brakes are out on his truck. But lucky he's able to maneuver himself. And get his truck to stop.
I'm beginning to put the pieces together. I got a couple of questions, and I think you know the answers. I ain't answering any questions from you.
So he managed to catch the guy and basically force him to drive. I think he shot him in the leg, too. But he gets his buddy Doodles Weaver and all his trucking buddies to come to his rescue. This was a big plan. A big fight ensues. Bad guys are rounded up. Cops show up.
Take it easy, Mike. You'll kill her.
Mike, you hurt?
Sure, I'm hurt. What do you expect with all that lead flying around in there? We'll take care of that for you. You okay otherwise? Yeah, I guess so. Look, you'll find all those stolen freezers and TV sets in Section E back there.
Mike and Karen are going to be the new bosses. That's pretty much our film.
Now that Karen's the new boss and you'll be in charge of the office, all the drivers, even Fontaine's, will get a fair shake now.
Yeah, but you know it should be you and Karen up there running the terminal instead of me.
Ah, no, you know me, I got too many places to go and things to see before I settle down to a desk job.
All right, let's talk about Trucker's Woman, alternate title Truckin' Man, which is a more appropriate title, actually. I had this on a pre-recorded VHS tape. I think Paragon Home Video put this out. Paragon did some great stuff in the 80s. A lot of stuff that still hasn't been put out on DVD. You know, this one is kind of on DVD. It's a legit DVD, but it's put up by Cheesy Flicks. It looks like a VHS rip. It is what it is. Is there ever going to be a good copy of Trucker's Woman out there? Probably. Probably not. Anyway, the movie is about this guy, Mike, whose father was a truck driver, and his father died. Like the brakes went out or something. His truck had an accident, and he died. Now, Mike thinks that something fishy's going on, so he wants to investigate. He decides to become a truck driver himself. I guess he has been a truck driver. I don't know. And the outfit that he's working for is rumored to be dealing in stolen goods and that sort of thing. So he starts to investigate a little bit. He gets under the skin of the boss, Frankie, and then the boss's boss, Mr. Fontaine. At one point, he goes to Mr. Fontaine's house, basically threatens him. If I ever find out, you know, you got anything to do with my dad, that sort of thing. Throws him in a pool. Ends up hooking up with this lady named Karen. Eventually, he does... I don't know if he got proof or whatever it was. He knew that bad shit was going on and that his dad was killed because his dad was starting to find out about the stuff that was going on there. And they tried to kill Mike, too, the same way. But Mike was able to maneuver his semi off the road so it doesn't crash. Eventually, he gets one of the bad guys, and he has a plan. He's going to meet up at this warehouse with all his trucker buddies and everything, and they're going to just basically attack everybody inside. The cops show up. At one point, the cops actually arrested Mike because he got set up by the people. He had stolen goods in the back of his semi. He had no idea they were there, but they had loaded him up with that. But anyway, a big fight ensues. The bad guys are rounded up, and the movie ends with, I guess, Karen and Mike are going to be the new bosses. Karen was somehow involved with Mr. Fontaine, the big boss. But anyway, they're going to be a couple and live happily ever after in the trucking world. That's Trucker's Woman. Anyway, strange little flick. Came out in 1975, I think. Just never heard of this movie. I don't know what the hell this is. It's a exploitation type film with a couple of brief nude scenes thrown in, a little bit of violence. Chase, hillbilly chase music that you hear in some movies just like this. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. It sounds like Dukes of Hazzard, Ruckus, that sort of thing. But anyway, it's an okay movie for what it is. It's a very short movie, only 80 minutes long, and it goes pretty quickly. A little silly maybe, but hey, it's entertaining on some sort of level, I guess. Could have used a little more nudity, I guess, but there was a little bit. So anyway, that's it. Trucker's Woman, what a film. It's probably streaming on YouTube. That would be my guess. I can't imagine anybody really owns the rights to this thing, but who knows? Anyway, check it out. Leave some comments. I'll leave a link to it down below if you're looking for it. You can usually get this DVD pretty cheaply in the $10 range or so, maybe even less. So check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about Trucker's Woman. Watch it. Bye.